Welcome everyone to beautiful Marybowl in Livonia for our exciting second match of the 2017 Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge. I'm Mark Martin, and I'm excited that you once again are joining me for this very special series of episodes. Now, as we all know, these young bowlers, they represent the future of our sport, and we're in store for some exciting fun and exciting bowling action. Now, our host center for all this bowling action is Marybowl in Livonia. Recently remodeled with 40 lanes, Ziggy's restaurant, and a very cool new piece of bowling center technology called Specto. So what is Specto? Specto is a new tracking system for bowlers and coaches. It records information about bowlers' shots using a high-powered sensor and displays it to them on an easy-to-use app, which I have right here on my laptop. Sandy and I will be using this new Specto system to help us analyze today's match. And when you come to Marybowl for yourself, you can use it too. We started the competition with 4 teams. Cherry Hill Lanes North, the defending champion, Mayflower Lanes, Oak Lanes, and the home team Marybowl going head-to-head in Baker format. Again, we started with 4 teams. 2 winning teams will play each other next week, and when all the pins are down, a champion will be crowned. Our second Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge features Oak Lanes, coached by Richard Banks, squaring off against Mayflower Lanes, coached by Roy Biggs. Both teams, they're hungry for that top prize. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the start of Match 2 of the Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge right here on Bowling Showcase.
A lot of professional tournaments. We've won a lot of tournaments worldwide. I mean, we won more in the last 10 years worldwide than any company. We make good bowling balls, and good players use our bowling balls because they can win with them.
The Bowling Centers Association of Michigan is a nonprofit trade organization that protects, promotes, and advances the interest of its members and member centers. It is the only association in Michigan affiliated with the Bowling Proprietors Association of America. Benefits include group purchasing programs, tournaments, annual convention and trade show, education seminars, and legislative representation. Interested in becoming a member? Contact Bo Gergen at 989-600-0992 or visit mibowl.com.
Hello and welcome. My name is Rich Blom, Managing Partner of Marybowl Lanes. And on behalf of the entire staff and management team, we want to thank you for joining us for this year's 2017-18 Bowling Showcase Youth Baker Challenge. At this time, we'd like to turn it over to Mark Martin with Metro Detroit USBC. Take it away, Mark.
Okay, so here we are in week 2 of the Youth Challenge, Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge 2017 edition. My guest host, Sandy Schultz. Get my tongue out of the way. Sandy, welcome, and thank you for joining us, Hall of Fame bowler.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here. Last week was so exciting.
It was. And this week we have Oak Lanes and Mayflower facing off to meet Marybowl. Marybowl's already into the finals after winning last week, so it'll be exciting.
So whoever wins this match will pair up against Marybowl next week.
Correct. All right, so Oak Lanes is drawing the left-hand lane. Alexia Alston is the leadoff bowler for Oak Lanes, Coach Richard Banks. Got a 188 average. She's a 10th grader at Renaissance High School.
It actually looked like it was a pretty good shot, maybe just a little bit slow.
Yeah, it looked like it checked up on
Yep, came a little bit high in the head pin, left that split.
Well, she's gone to grab her spare ball. So, see what she can do here. Her high game is 268. Favorite subjects in school, math, English, and orchestra.
She got 2 pins.
She got 2 of them.
First frame as a leader, that's about all you can do. You don't know how the match is going to go, so you don't want to give any pins away.
That's right. Okay, leading off for the Mayflower team is Wade Davis. Wade Davis is an 11th grader at Thurston High School. Science is his favorite subject, and he loves to bowl and play basketball.
All right, come on, Spare's good.
Kind of pulled that one a little bit.
Yeah, he pulled it quite a bit. He just needs to.
A little nerves.
My guess is he just needs to let it get off his hand. Maybe he looked like he might have squeezed it a little bit.
Take a deep breath.
Okay. Well, you know, just like last
Yeah.
week, you know, sometimes I think the kids are just a little bit nervous to start. The nerves last week really showed that first half of match, didn't
I
it?
don't think we had a mark for the first 5
No, it
frames.
seems like it anyway.
These kids are really so good.
Oh.
All right, he's just got to shake that off. His team's going to pick him up.
Okay, next up for the Oak Lanes team, Sean Dotson, 8th grader at Bernie School.
Oh, nice relaxed arm swing.
Pretty good action on that.
Yep.
Up the 2 pin.
Should be an easy spare for him.
Sean's favorite subject in school is math. Looks like Coach Biggs is trying to get the
Yeah,
extra
the ball
balls off the rack
The
there.
racks will only hold so much equipment.
That's right. So Sean, when we asked him his interesting facts, he loves to play baseball, but he likes to eat a lot too. But what kid doesn't, right?
Yes, but yeah.
Yeah.
Good spare.
Yep.
Okay, no, way to go. Way to go. Okay. Let's do this.
Nicholas Gears back for
Make a good
Mayflower
shot.
Lanes team. Roy Biggs is the coach of the Mayflower Lanes team. Nicholas is a senior at Thurston High School. Favorite subject in school is band, and he wants to study music education.
All right. Okay, on the 2.
Kind of
On
tug
the
that
2.
one a little bit, left
Yeah.
the 2-4.
Looks like he's grabbing a spare ball.
Seems like everybody's got a spare ball these days.
Yeah, it used to always be just had one spare ball for the corner, the one corner. The right hand would be the 10 pin.
All right.
But I'm noticing that a lot of the high school kids have a spare ball for
Alright.
things other than just the corner.
That's kind of unusual.
It is.
Jasmine Hudson swore she'd never bowl again after she broke her thumb, but here she is.
Sometimes it's just in your blood.
It does. She's an 11th grader at Mercy High School in Farmington Hills.
She's got a cluster spare there. It might be a little bit hard to make that, but I think if she just throws it right in the pocket, she should be able to make that spare. The pocket being the 1-3.
She got 4 pins. She left 1, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10.
That looks better. Oh, missed to the right there.
Up with 9. Naomi Smith, and she's a pretty decorated bowler. She's won 7 city and state tournament titles.
For such a young player, she's got a lot of accolades already.
She does. She's a 9th grader at Harrison High School, averages 171 for high.
Whoa.
A little bit high, left the baby split. We call
Alright.
that the baby split, the
Alright.
310 on the right.
You can make
Yeah,
this.
There's a couple
310
ways you
split.
can make that. You can go between it, which is the ideal way. She hits it on the left side of that 3-pin. It could slide into the 10-pin.
And she's picking up her spare ball also. So why do they call it a baby split? It's baby split.
Because I think because it's makeable, it's just there's just a small distance between the 2 pins. Just like
Just
that.
like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Textbook.
Yep.
Good shot, Naomi.
Naomi, take your other ball off the rack.
Okay, the Oak Lanes team, Michael Cohen Jr. Nickname is MJ, two-handed bowler.
Oh, they're tumbling over. He
They're
left the
still
5-pin.
falling. They're still falling.
Yeah. This should be an
Hey.
easy spare.
Yep, just throw your strike ball at it, right?
That's exactly what I would do.
Math is his favorite subject in school. Loves to play basketball and bowl. Covered that one easily. Kyle Haytu is a senior at Franklin High School. No, junior at Franklin High School. I average 190, loves to bowl, and has fun doing it.
It's all about having the fun.
All right, on the one.
Up
Way
the
to go,
3
Kyle.
pin. Got a pretty tight match. Only 2 pins separate these two teams. In the 4th frame here, he's also picking up his spare ball. Well, you know, when I started to bowl back last century,
Thought you were going to say last week.
we just changed our hand position
Yeah,
for these kind
or the
of
ball
things.
speed. Sometimes that's an option.
Oh,
Nice try. Good effort. Good
missed
effort.
that 3 pin. Hey, Kevin Woods Jr. He's a freshman at Wayne County Community College. Bowled with the Oak Lanes team last year in the Youth Challenge. High average 228.
Wow.
He left 5 there.
It's almost the opposite of last week. Last week, the first 5 frames, everyone seemed to be missing a little bit light to the head pin. Now it's like they're going a little bit left.
Yep. Well, nerves can play a part in that.
Nerves, yep.
A lot of things can play a part in that, that's for sure.
There we go.
Good cover by Kevin.
Yeah.
Hold the frames, guys. Keep it going.
So Ryan Bishop up for the Mayflower Lanes team. The 9th grader at Clarenceville High School. Biology is his favorite subject. He was captain of the MD-USBC All-City team in 2015 and a Chuck Fink Scholarship winner at the city tournament.
That looked like a really good shot. Yeah.
Nice shot.
Right away, you could tell.
Nice shot.
He's going to pump that team right up.
So here we are at the end of 5 frames, and the Oak Lanes team has a 12-pin lead. They're working on a spare. Mayflower Lanes is working on a strike. Teams are going to change lanes. And so what are your thoughts so far, Sandy, on what you see?
I think it looks like they are trying to keep their spares, make their spares, keep the game as clean as they can. I think it's going to be a close match. I think we're going to have a little bit strong finish, just like last week, and it'll be exciting.
Okay.
Make sure you
So
don't.
we'll find out right after these messages on Bowling Showcase. The Michigan State USBC Bowling Association provides tournament competition to all levels of bowlers. Competition includes the Michigan State Open Championships at Fairlanes in Granville and Westgate in Comstock Park. The State Masters and Senior Masters will be at Astro Lanes in Madison Heights. Visit mistatebowl.com for entries for these tournaments and more information. The Michigan State USBC Women's Bowling Association provides recognition and tournament competition to all levels of women bowlers. Competition includes the Women's State Tournament, this year in Waterford, the State Queens in Mount Pleasant, and the Midwest Women's Tournament in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Recognition includes first-time 300 game and first-time 6, 7, and 800 series. Visit MichiganWBA.com for entries for these tournaments and more information on women's bowling. Hey, welcome back to Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge. With me is Hall of Fame bowler Sandy Schultz offering expert commentary and analysis. We really appreciate that. So teams have changed lanes now. And so what are you expecting in this second half? A little bit more of the same?
I think it'd be about the same. Yeah, the lanes aren't going to be any different, I don't think, from one lane to the other. They just got to try to maintain the spare shooting. you know, these young kids are talented for their age. Unfortunately, they all want strikes, but they need to know at a time like this, it's all about the spares.
All about spares, that's
The
right.
game is still close, and a couple of spares can make the difference.
Again, so we'll find out now. Looks like
All right,
Mayflower Lanes is now up. Wade Davis
leader
leads
out
off the second half of the match for Mayflower Lanes. On lane 5, we've got this new device here, this Specto, tracking lane 5. So let's kind of let that help us analyze this shot by Wade Davis. Looks like a good shot off his hand.
Yeah.
Look at that strike.
Mixer, what a good shot.
Great shot. So that's a double for Mayflower Lanes.
That's first double of the game.
Yep, that gets them right back into the match. Alexia Alston for the Oak Lanes team back in the first frame. She left that 4-7-10 split. I'm sure she'll do better this time.
That does.
That one checked up
Still
too.
high, yep. We have a sleeper in this spare. Sleeper is the pin in the back. That's hard to see. So she's got to make sure she hits the 3 and the 6 heavy. Make sure the ball drives into that back pin.
She's got the 3-6-9-10 split or spare to make. Oh.
Hooked away from it.
Okay, next up, Nick Giersbach for the Mayflower Lanes team.
All right, Nick.
Back in the second frame, Nick left a 2-4 spare and went by it. So Mayflower Lanes working on the double is taking a lead in this match.
Get up that hill.
Oh,
Okay.
a little bit light. Good shot though. Got the 3-pin
On the
there.
spare now.
It did look like a pretty good shot. Maybe it would have just been a matter of making a small adjustment because it looked like he threw it well.
Well, Coach Biggs has got these kids all riled up now, I think, especially with a little bit of a slow start, and they threw that double in there.
That double,
which-
yeah.
Hold
It's
it
amazing
well.
what.
Oh.
All right. Okay.
Next up for Oak Lanes is Sean Dotson in the 7th frame. Oak Lanes needs a mark right here, a strike preferably, to try to get back into this match.
Oh, we got a break on
Broke it
that
up.
one. Yep.
Up that 6-pin. He was faced with a 6-7-10 split for a split instant
And he
there.
almost left it again.
That's right.
That ball hooks too much. That's why I was telling you, you probably need to look at putting some polish on that ball. Yes. You need to take it to the pro shop. Put
He'll
some
go
polish
right at
on
the
it.
spare.
Let it cut down
Yep,
on that
got
hook.
his spare ball.
That's why I was
Good shot.
Very good.
Good shot. Okay, our highly decorated Naomi Smith is up, plays multiple sports, including basketball, volleyball, and track. A pretty darn good bowler, too.
Yeah.
Come on, hurry, hurry, hurry.
A
Okay.
little bit wide, left to 1-2-4.
All right.
What do you think happened there, Sandy?
You got it.
I'm not sure if she missed her target. It didn't look like she threw it too hard. I think she might have just missed her target.
Went right through the break point,
Right
didn't
through
it?
it, yep. Let's try and go Brooklyn on the spare. Left of the head pin.
Move right on your feet, use the same target.
Yes, I would.
Looks like that's what she did. I think she's listening to us.
I think she's listening to the coach. The coaches are doing an awesome job with
Well,
these kids.
come on. Give us some credit here. Jasmine Hudson lives in Southfield.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice little
Nice shot.
mixer.
Foundation frame, 9th frame
Yes,
coming
set
up.
it up, we call it. Set it up.
Set it
Give
up.
the anchor bowler a chance.
Kyle Haytu lives in Westland. Also plays football, basketball, baseball, and loves hanging out with his friends. Mayflower Lane's working on a spare.
Get up there.
Oh,
All right, on the 2 now.
A little bit
On the
light.
2. See the spare.
Up to 2-5. Very makeable spare, though.
Has to try to avoid chopping it.
Just a little bit of move, either move left and go down the oil, or probably the better way, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Depends
do the
on personal
opposite.
preference, right?
Yeah, I tend to move right and throw.
just don't
chopped
do
it.
that.
Just don't do that.
All right. Good try. Good try out there.
Okay, Oak Lanes is in the driver's seat now. Not that Mayflower's out of it by any means. MJ, Michael Cochran, Michael Cohen Jr.
Yep.
Double for Oak Lanes.
That was a really good shot.
That's a
Now he set up the foundation frame.
yeah. Now they are set up. So Mayflower Lanes. Here's the deal. Mayflower Lanes with Ryan Bishop. Ryan threw a strike back in the 5th frame to kind of put them on a roll. If he can strike out here, he forces Oak Lanes to mark in a 10th.
Yeah, he's got to have all 3.
Yep.
It's a lot of pressure on a young kid.
Good shot up the 5
Did
pin.
throw
All
well.
right, on the spare. On the spare.
Of course, as we've seen before, knocking down 1 pin sometimes is tough.
Yes, that can be it. We've seen that in these matches before.
So Coach Banks is
Having fun.
kind of rallying up his team here,
Yeah.
getting ready for that 10th frame when they're up. In the meantime, Ryan Bishop after this 5 pin, 123 and a 9th for Mayflower Lanes. So they got a maximum score of 143. Cover by
All
Ryan.
right, all right. You can breathe now.
So each team's got a double in this match. And each team has got several open frames. So you'll see the key to the match right here. So Ryan can only do what he can do, and let's see him throw a strike.
Took
Little
that
Brooklyn
one.
there.
Yeah.
All right.
8 pins, 141, 9 pins, 142 for Mayflower Lanes. Up to 3 pin. And now Kevin Woods Jr.
Basically
Lives in
just needs count.
lives in Detroit. Left a 5 pin back in the 5th frame.
That should do it.
I believe that's enough pins. That's enough pins to win the match. So, well, it's always be nice for him to pick up this spare, though.
Yeah, that would help boost his confidence a little bit.
It would. It certainly would.
Just like that.
Good cover.
Now we call this a free ball. Free practice ball.
Yeah, free practice ball. Now that they
Oh, he's putting in a substitute, I
okay,
think, on his fill
put in
ball.
a substitute. So Christopher Riggs is going to bowl
And that's to give this
for the fill frame and the 10th frame here for Oak Lanes.
this will give him a little chance to be a part of the
Get
team.
everybody in the
Yep.
action here.
There you go.
Looks like 6.
Way to go, team.
Good job.
Way to go.
Okay, so we've got
Yeah, we won.
Oak Lanes 156 to 142.
Way to go.
Congratulate them.
Way to go, team. Way to go.
The great. What can I say?
It was a good match again, just like last week.
Good match,
We
kind of
had
went
a few
back and
more-
forth.
Yeah, it seemed like we had a few more spares this week, but they each had a double. We didn't have that last week,
Right?
so that's a bonus.
Well, Mayflower had taken control of the match in the middle of the match in the 5th and 6th frame when they got that double
After they changed lanes, yep.
after they changed lanes. And then Oak Lanes wrestled it away from them.
Yes, they did.
So we'll be back right after these messages with Jody Wessner interviewing the winning team. Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We support USBC certified league and tournament competition. We provide 11 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com.
All right, Coach. What was the keys to success that game?
Being patient, making good shots, staying down.
Staying down got a double there at the end of the game, and that was clutch for sure.
Yes, it was. I've been preaching that. That's one of the things I preach on a daily basis, that and converting that 10 people.
Yeah. Well, if you don't leave it, you don't have to shoot it, right?
And we were lucky.
So I heard you finished second last year.
Yes, we
So
did.
you have some revenge going on here in a few minutes when we have the next show. What do you think?
We don't want to be runners-up 2 years in a row.
No, you don't. Not to the home team. Marybowl's coming to bowl, so
Yeah, last year we lost to a home team, so we're going to put them out of misery this year.
I think you can do it.
I know we can.
All right. Stay down. What was that key?
Staying down.
Staying down. All right. Great bowling team.
Okay, so the Oak Lanes team bowled great.
Way to go, way to go, way
Key,
to go, way to go, way
8th
to
and
go,
9th
way
grade
to go,
strikes.
way to go.
And so, what do you think, Sandy? What do you think their chances are next week against the home team?
I actually, after hearing the interview, I think that they're hungry. They want to win. They
Yeah.
finished second before, and I know that feeling, and they don't want it to happen again. So I think they're going to come out with all they got.
That's true.
I think their chances are pretty good.
Yep. Well, next week is the final match. Marybowl, the home team, against Oak Lanes, last year's runner-up. This is their chance for revenge, like you said, Sandy, and it'll be great. We'll see you next time on Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge right here at Marybowl Lane.